Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to go around Kakamega Town and I'm going to record. So you're going to see a lot of projects in Kakamega. For example, this is the Bohongo Stadium, and then you'll see this is the housing project, the Ruto's housing project in Kakamega is located in Milimani. And then you'll see the airport road. This is the Nakumat, actually not Nakumat, Quickmat, Omega Mall. And then you'll see even the posh Milimani estate in Kakamega. This is where the rich people live, or they live there. So you can see I'm going to that side. And this is also where the State House is, the Western Kakamega State House is. And then you'll also see the airport road. So this is the airport road. To the left goes to the airport, but then I didn't go to the airport, so I went to the right, which takes me back to the Webuye, Kakamega, Kisumu Road. And then you can see this is the Webuye, the Kakamega Kisumu Road, and I'm just making a U-turn to go back to the Kakamega side. So you also see the section of Kakamega CBD. You can see this is the CBD. A section of the CBD. Kakamega is very light that I cannot cover the entire of it. So this is the section of the CBD. And then 100 meters you will see on the left. This is another Atia supermarket is there on the right. And then on the left you can see KCB Bank. And we have the Kakamega governor's offices. These are the governor's offices. And then we have the main roundabout ahead. Then I just branch to the left. You can also see the commercial street. This is where a lot of banks are located in Kakamega, NCBA. A lot of banks and financial institutions are located along this road. So you see a lot of things in this video. This is just the summary. Just took a sections of whatever I was recording. But I think this is the most comprehensive video that has been taken while somebody is driving around Kakamega Town. And if you come from Kakamega, I don't think you're going to keep quiet. Leave a comment down below. Just to be proud of how Kakamega has grown a lot and has really developed. Thank you so much. So let's get started. Now, this section I started recording from, this road comes from Webuye. So this is the Webuye, Malava, Kakamega Road. And we are this is just Kakamega Metropolis. These are areas outside of Kakamega Town, but they are part of Kakamega Town. So that's why I started recording from there. I think 500 meters ahead, there is a small roundabout there where one road goes to Kakamega Showground, and on the right it goes to, I don't know if it's a Malemba. I'm not very well versed with the names of the areas around Kakamega. I think it's a Malemba. And then as you continue ahead, you get to Masinde Muliro University. So from the Masinde Muliro University, you get to Kakamega Showground. And then from Kakamega Showground, not Kakamega Showground, Kakamega Bohongo Stadium. So from Bohongo Stadium, there is now the main roundabout. So this main roundabout, you could continue ahead. Going ahead, it goes to Kisumu. If you branch to the right, it goes to Mumias. And I remember that if you are in Mumias, you can still go to Kisumu, you can still go to Ngoma. And you can still continue, it goes to a center called Musanda. From Musanda you can go to Ugunja. Yeah, so that's how those roads are connected. And then if you branch to the left, it goes to the Milimani estate. The Kakamega process is called Milimani. I don't know if it is Milimani or Kilima, but I think it's Milimani. And then from Milimani, that is where we have the airport road. I don't know where that road goes. I don't know where it goes. But then you could come back again back to the Kakamega Kisumu road. Remember, from Kakamega to Kisumu, it's only 38 kilometers. It's not, they are very close. So I went and again I came back to the Kakamega Kisumu road, and then from Kakamega Kisumu road I did not drive towards the Kisumu side. So if you drive to the Kisumu side, you get to Haega. We have a town called Haega, Mukumu Hospital. I think that there were 5 hospitals. and I don't know if it is level 5 or level 4, and then I just came back to now Kakamega CBD and those areas. So that basically that is the structure of Kakamega Town.